Well, good morning, y'all, and happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Welcome to Ramblin' Live. Anyone on here? So I had a live stream set, and then I went to do it, and it wouldn't work, so I had to start a new one. So anyway, doing a live stream here from a rest area in Utah. So hope you're all doing well this morning. I do a live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a while. Sorry about that, but yeah, just been busy and everything, so I thought I'd do one this morning. Beautiful sun coming up over the mountains here, and yeah, hope you're all doing well. Doesn't look like anybody's on here yet. Where are my comments? Let's see. Haven't done this in a while. Hold on. Oh, there's my comments, but I don't see anybody on here yet. Anywho, again, like I always do, I treat it like a regular video in that even if nobody's watching, I just roll with it. And then, because a lot of people watch these after it's live. Honestly, more people watch my live streams after they're done when it's just watching the replay. You know what I mean? Anyway, I need more coffee. Anyway, hope you're all doing well today. I thought I'd do a live stream, and it is Memorial Day in the U.S. And yeah, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about Memorial Day, but then also I am just going to share how I stay positive in a negative world, and just share my thoughts. Again, just my 2 cents, and just my different things that I've learned in my life. And yeah, and just talk about some different things, and hopefully somebody will show up. And if you all have questions and just want to talk back and forth, if you want me to show any of my stuff in my truck, any of my gear, anything, just let me know. I mean, I have my backpacks and my kits, and I have a little bit of woodworking and just some different things, and yeah, we can just hang out together here, have a little coffee and chat for a little bit. And actually, toward the end of the video, I might actually take the phone, my camera, and walk around the rest area here. There's some really cool looking trees and plants, and I can show you the sun coming up over the mountains. And there's a trail going up to the top of this hill over here. So yeah, maybe we'll go for a little walk at the end of the live stream. So just hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I don't see anybody on here yet, but that's okay. Somebody had asked me also why, when I do live streams, well, sometimes I do live streams directly from YouTube, and sometimes I do them, I use StreamYard. If I do YouTube, the picture is backwards. The video's backwards. Like right now, it probably looks like I'm sitting in the passenger seat, but I'm actually in the driver's seat. The reason for that is I'm using my front-facing camera. Again, most of you know I use my camera for everything. My phone for camera for everything. I don't have a fancy camera or anything. I don't see a need for that. The cameras on phones are amazing, and I've done close to 600 videos in 12 years, and did them all with my phone, so I think they're good. But anyway, I like to use the front-facing camera so I can see myself and see if I'm in the frame, and it makes it backwards. But yeah, I gotta figure that out, see if I can turn it around, but no big deal. But anyway, I'm a little backwards sometimes anyway. Anyway, so it is Memorial Day. Let's share a little bit about Memorial Day. So it is May 26, 2025, and actually yesterday was May 25th, 2025. January, February, March, April, May. So yesterday was 5/25/25. That's a palindrome, isn't it? Is it a palindrome? I think it's called a palindrome. It's the same backwards as it is frontwards. Yeah, because yeah, that's kind of cool. That was yesterday. Anyway, today is Memorial Day. Few things about Memorial Day. It's a U.S. national holiday, federal holiday. It's always the fourth Monday in May. It was recognized in 1868 after the Civil War, and it was originally called Decoration Day, as a way to, people would decorate the graves of soldiers who died in the wars. It was made a federal holiday in 1971, and then it was the name was changed to Memorial Day. And it's a holiday, and sometimes we don't gotta get all picky about it and stuff, but um, we think that it's to honor all soldiers. Well, you can, but Memorial Day is specifically to honor and remember those who have died in the wars. Veterans Day is it September, I think? That's to remember all veterans, everyone. But Memorial Day is to remember those especially who have died for our country, for God, for our families. Um, and yeah, so I think it's a special day. And, a lot of people make it a, a fun day, a day off of work, a holiday where you go on vacation, go places, and you grill and have fun and all that. But I think it's important to remember what it's all about too, like with every holiday, and just remember that it's to remember soldiers who have died in wars. And here's just my personal thoughts. A lot of people out there, just don't like the idea of war or fighting. And there's people that maybe are okay with that, but they don't like the reasons for wars and the political side of it and all that stuff. I don't get into all that. But here's something to remember, and this is just my thought on it. I believe that people who have, men and women who have served in the military, who have, they've taken time away from their families, and they have suffered and they have sacrificed, and many have died for their country, for God, and for their families. They need to be honored and respected, whether the reasons for the war were right or not. They did it. They served. They went, and I just think we need to do that. And so many people came back from different wars, and Vietnam, for example, different ones, and they weren't respected and honored, and that's just sad. It doesn't, whatever the government, whatever the political stuff, whatever the reasons for the war, those soldiers went and served, and they sacrificed and died, and they need to be honored and respected. And that's just the way I feel about that. I just think it's important to always remember them. And so I wasn't in the military. I have a lot of respect for those who are and who were. So yeah, that's just a few of my thoughts on that on Memorial Day. So yeah, if anybody has any thoughts, other thoughts or anything about that. And again, everything I share on my YouTube channel, just my thoughts, my 2 cents. If you have questions, if you have other thoughts, comments, that's what's neat. I love doing live streams, and I like when my friends and family and subscribers and viewers come on here and we can talk back and forth. That's what makes it fun. And so when I don't have anybody watching, or there's not many, the fun isn't there to me. And that's why I haven't been doing them lately too much, because I haven't been getting many people watching like I used to. I used to get 10, 20 people on my live streams. Lately I just haven't, and that's okay. But anyway, again, anybody who served, I want to thank you, and especially to remember those who have died on this special day. Now, I like to start my live streams out with a scripture. The one I picked today is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And I think that's a really good one. It's one of my favorite verses of the Bible to remember, that we don't need to fear, that we are in God's hands. If we are in God's hands, we have put our life in His hands, we have nothing to fear. Even though the world is negative and hard and chaotic and all the different things, we are in His hands. So, yeah. So, I need some more coffee. Wow, nobody's on here yet. Huh. Well, I'm gonna, oh well. I put I scheduled the live stream yesterday, so I was hoping that more people would be on, but it's a holiday too, and people are busy, but that's okay. This will be people can watch this after the fact, as always. So I just wanted to share how I stay positive in a negative world. And I was hoping to talk back and forth with other people and stuff, but I can just ramble too. We all know that. But I really wanted to talk back and forth. That's what makes the live streams fun. But anyway, oh, by the way, where am I? So again, I am loaded with turkey from St. Cloud, Minnesota, going to Shafter, California, which is just west of Bakersfield. Um, I think, let's see, um, it's about 2,000 miles, something like that. So it usually takes me like 3 days to get there. And I have an extra day because of the holiday, which is kind of nice. So right now I'm about 10 and a half hours away, and I have all day today. It's Monday. I don't deliver till 7 a.m. tomorrow. So yeah, so we'll see if I get there all the way today, or I might go to Tehachapi on the pass there, stay at a truck stop, and then I'm only an hour away. I might get up early and finish. So we'll see. Anyway, right now I came across Colorado yesterday. I don't know if anybody had watched my Colorado ramble across the state. I just stopped some different places, so that was kind of fun. I'm glad the weather improved, and hope you enjoyed that. Now I am in Utah. I'm still on I-70. I'm just over the border, not too far into Utah. I'm at the rest area here. Pretty nice rest area. And I'm close to Crescent Junction. So to kind of let you know where, kind of put that in perspective, I guess, I'm in the desert basically, or still kind of in the mountains, but going into the desert. Oh, the sun's really pretty coming on the mountains here. And basically straight south of me is Moab and Arches National Park and Canyonlands and all that. West of me is Green River. And north, I guess, Salt Lake City up that way. And east of me is back in Colorado to Grand Junction. So that's kind of where I'm at. Nice little rest area here. And I think I will take a little walk toward the end of the live stream and just, show you some of the trees and plants here and the mountains around. It's really pretty. There's a trail. I don't know if I want to go up there, but there's a little trail going up to the top of this hill here. And there's actually a picnic table up there in a covered area. So we'll see, maybe. I don't know what's up here, but I'm still not seeing any comments, and it doesn't look like anybody's on here. But that's okay. I'll just keep rambling. So just wanted to share a few of my thoughts. And again, this is just my 2 cents. I'm not a counselor, a pastor, or a doctor, or a therapist, or anything like that. This is just my thoughts, things I've learned in my life. I'm 58 years old. I'm going to be 59 in September, which means I'm going to be 60 next year. That's crazy. I'm going to be 60 next year. That's not old at all, but it seems a little old for me, but it's not old at all. And, most of the time I feel pretty young. Most of the time I feel like, I'm like 30. Some days I feel like I'm 80. I'm actually 58. But most of the time I act like I'm 15. So, yeah, kind of, anyway. But, again, this is just my thoughts, so take it with a grain of salt. But I just want to share, because life is hard. This is a hard world. This is a negative world. Yes, there's lots of beautiful things, and God created this world, lots of beautiful things, but we've really messed it up. And it's a lot of chaos, a lot of terrible tragedies, and a lot of hard things. There's a lot of hard things in life, in the world, in our communities, in our families, in our personal lives. Just lots of hard things, and we're all worn out and tired, and a lot of hard things. But we can stay positive, we can focus on the good, and we can have a great life, and we can help others to do that too. And this is just some things I wanted to share of how I stay positive in a negative world. In 3 different areas: mental, physical, and spiritual. And I'm just going to run down them really quick. And I don't want to make this a real long live stream. Try to keep it an hour or under. And again, I want to go for a little walk here too. But just some things. So as far as mental, I try to have positive thoughts, okay, and focus on the good. And so here's the thing. Oh, there's some. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning. I got somebody watching. Thank you so much. Good morning. You just turned 58 this month. Oh, that's great. We're the same age. That is super. So you 58 this month. Okay, so you were born at 66 then, I believe, or 67. So I was born in September of 66. That's great. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Hey, where are you from? Let me know where you're from in the world. 67? Okay, okay. Oh, that's wonderful. So yeah, Kentucky. Oh, okay. Whereabouts in Kentucky? So I've been through Kentucky a few times. Couple of things I know about Kentucky. Really pretty mountains there, hills. Um, there is a truck stop. Oh, I don't remember if it's on 65, 75, somewhere in there. Um, I think it's London, Kentucky. And I stopped there one time. It was a truck stop, and there's like a all-you-can-eat buffet or something. And I was there, and everybody's in line, and I wanted to get something to eat as I'm trucking north. Um, and I asked, I said, why is there so many people in line? Because they had all different food. And they said, oh, they have catfish. They said they had really good catfish. So I like catfish, and so I got some, and that was the best catfish I've ever had in my life. Oh my goodness! I think it was London, Kentucky. It was a truck stop there. Oh wow, was that good? That was amazing. I took it and I ate it while I drove, and I almost went back for more. That was amazing. Also, I stopped and I did a short hike on a pretty well-known trail, Sheltia Trace or something like that. Sheltia Trace or something. It's a trail. I remember it was a really hot day, and I got a bug bite. I had an allergic reaction, but anyway, it was a really pretty trail. I went for a short hike there. That's about all I know about Kentucky. But anyway, sorry, that was a ramble. That's what I do. I don't know if you watch my channel or not, but I ramble. I can go off on all different trails, and that's why I call it Marty's Ramblings, because, well, I'm a truck driver, so I ramble around the country. I ramble on trails because I really love hiking. And I ramble when I talk, so sorry to ramble too much, but welcome to the show here. Oh, there's two other people here now. Who else is on here? I only see, welcome Glenn, I'm glad you're here. I don't know who else is on here, but okay, so I'm just going to keep going down. Yeah, if you have any questions, if you have thoughts about stuff, let's talk back and forth. But yeah, I try to have positive thoughts and focus on good. And here's the thing. I've heard people say, oh, you bury your head in the sand. You don't watch the news. You don't know what's happening in the world. Well, I do, actually. Hey, Robert, morning. I didn't know if anybody was going to come on here. Okay, so Hodgenville, Abraham Lincoln birthplace. Oh, okay. I thought he was born in Illinois. Okay. Welcome, Robert. Thank you for being here. I didn't know if anybody was going to be on here. Glenn is on here from Kentucky. So yeah, I'm just doing a little ramble here. I talked about Memorial Day a little bit. If you have more Memorial Day history, just pop in and throw it in here. My little theme for the day is how I stay positive in a negative world. So I'm just starting to talk about that. So let's talk back and forth too. That's what makes this fun. I was afraid it would just be me rambling. So yeah, people have said that, you just bury your head in the sand, you don't know what's happening in the world and watch the news. No, I don't watch the news. I watch the highlights, I read what's going on, and I pray about everything. That's the thing. I pray about everything. I know what's happening in the world. I know all the hard things. I pray about it all. I just can't focus on it. So I don't focus on it. I can't focus on all the terrible things happening. Not when I can go for a hike. Not when I can have a campfire. Not when I can enjoy coffee with family or friends or whatever. And, I know about all the hard things of life, and I pray about it all, but I focus on the good. And I also try to be honest and real about who I am, not try to be someone else. And if I'm getting down, to be honest, I'm like everyone. I struggle. I've had tons of trials and tribulations and struggles in my life, and I still do. Lots of hard things in life, and I've gotten depressed, and I've struggled with different things in my life, but not extreme like a lot of people do. And I know for some people it's really hard, but it's really important if you are struggling with things to talk to other people and to get help if needed. Get some professional help if needed. I've never really needed that too much, but I just talk to family and friends and seek God, and I usually feel better. Also, another thing I do to stay positive is I keep busy. And sometimes I'm too busy, and sometimes I need to slow down. I need to learn to rest, I know. But I like to keep busy. I like to keep my mind busy and productive and always learning. I drive all day long and I can't just drive. I got to be learning. So I'm always thinking things. I have a clipboard here and I jot down ideas about just projects and chores I need to do when I'm home. Things I want to do with my wife and my kids, grandkids, and family and friends. Trails I want to hike, woodworking ideas, DIY projects, video ideas, and I'll jot them down. I'm always thinking of things. I got to have things to do. I have to have things to do and be productive. And yeah, and that was the next thing, to stay productive, just to always be productive and not be lazy. I don't want to be lazy, and I don't want to be unuseful. So yeah, and to work hard. Work hard. Work isn't a sin. It's not. Work is a good thing. Work is a blessing. God created work, and we're to work, and it's a good thing. Not to be a workaholic and work all the time, but to work and do a good job at your job and to do your best is really important. Not to be perfect, but to do your best. So to work hard, but then also to play hard, and spend time with family and friends. Also to have hobbies. I have a few hobbies, more than a few, I think, lately, but I mean, woodworking has always been kind of my main hobby, but in recent years, especially the last 5-6 years, I've really gotten into enjoying the outdoors and hiking and camping and bushcraft and canoeing and biking and exploring and DIY projects and making coffee and cooking outside and just all the outdoor stuff. I really enjoy that. And then making YouTube videos, So I have a few different hobbies, but I think that helps too. I think everybody should have a hobby. And then helping other people, making a difference, and I really enjoy doing that, serving in my church, but also just serving in my community and in my family, with friends, and just doing my best to help people when needed, share Jesus, but also to just help people in need, whatever their needs are, to do what I can, and to share what I have, and to give, and to make a difference. Take the focus off of me and help others, and focus on other people, and that really helps me stay positive in a negative world too. So you guys can just pop in here and tell me things I'm saying wrong, or things you disagree with, or if you have other ideas. Let me know if you want me to show anything. I was going to do some show and tell, but I know a lot of the things I have in the truck here I've shown before. But I have my packs and kits and pouches. I have some woodworking coffee kits and stuff. I don't know if anybody wants to see anything. Toward the end of the video, I'm going to go for a little walk here. So, yeah. Then physical. Just a few things, but really important things for me. To eat healthy, and I haven't always done that. And most of you know, about 8 months ago now, last July, I was like 260 pounds, and I decided I gotta lose weight. I just want to be healthier and feel better. I didn't want to do a fancy diet. I didn't want to buy stuff or take a pill or a drink. I don't think that's right, as me personally. I wanted to do it naturally, and so I watched some videos, read some things, and I put together my own Marty diet, and it's more of a lifestyle, and it's 5 things, and I've shared before. Number 1, prayer. I'm trying to think, there's an order. Prayer. Number 2, eating whole foods. Number 3, smaller portions. Number 4, fasting. And number 5, exercise. And it really has helped me, and it's worked for me. And so do what works for you. And that's the thing. Okay, so eat healthy and drink more water, exercise, listen to your body, get help when needed, and stay active. I've learned that from older people, to stay active, and that's how you stay young and healthy. But yeah, prayer, number 1. Just announced on the news, Phil Robertson, patriarch of Duck Dynasty, passed away yesterday. Oh, wow. A truly godly man from a godly family. Oh, I didn't hear that. Oh, wow. Yeah. I have I believe I have one of his books. I think it was him. And we have a couple seasons of the show. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you knew too. I just realized, maybe you can verify this, Robert, but I think yesterday was a palindrome, correct? 5/25/25. It's the same forward as backwards. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. Pray for his family, and yeah. But yeah, so I number one, I pray about everything, and I ask God to just help me to take care of this body that He's given me and to be healthier. And it's not just about losing weight, but I feel so much better that I lost weight and I've been more healthy. And then number two, eating mostly whole foods: chicken, tuna, salmon, veggies, fruit, nuts. I try not to eat any processed food, or deep fried stuff or junk food. I still do. I have a donut now and then. I eat chips now and then. And I'm not being drastic, but it's working. Number three, the smaller portions. I drastically changed the portion size. And then fasting. I fast 15, 16 hours a day every day, and that really helps. And then exercise. And the exercise isn't drastic. I do sit-ups and push-ups and jumping jacks and run laps around my truck. I go for a walk every morning and one every evening, and it's really helped. I lost like 50 pounds in 6 months, and yeah, I gained a little bit back, but I'm doing good, and I feel so much better, and less doctor visits. I save money. I'm not taking a pill or a fancy diet, and it's working. So do something. Yeah. So just to stay active and to be healthier physically really helps me to stay positive, and I feel better about myself. And it's not about being perfect or being a health nut or anything, but I just feel a lot better. And spiritual. Not to preach or get into anything here, and everybody's in their own place and their own values and thoughts on this, but I think it's important to realize that life is more, it's not just about us. It really isn't. And that you're not an accident. None of us are an accident. And we were created. And I believe we were created by God. And there's a reason we're here. And there's a purpose for our lives. And to believe that there's a higher power and there is a creator. And that's, everybody's in their own place about that. But I believe it's God and one God, and that Jesus, His Son, paid for all my sins, and that's why I have the joy, the pure joy, true joy I'll never lose, and I'll be in heaven with Him, alive with Him in heaven for eternity. So, yeah, God is number one in my life. Try to follow Jesus every day. I'm not perfect by any means. I am far from perfect, but I just try to follow Him, and yeah. So for me, I just try to seek God, cherish every day. Enjoy time with family and friends, and enjoy my hobbies, work hard, play hard, keep on learning, helping others, make a difference in other people's life, and share my life. That's what my silly YouTube channel is about. I work full time. This is just a hobby. I don't make money from it. I'm trying to make a few pennies, but I'm not really getting anything, but it's just a hobby. I just like to try to help people smile and share my life, and so yeah, that's just some thoughts on how I stay positive in a negative world, mentally, physically, spiritually, just kind of doing some of those things. That was a lot of rambling. You guys are also quiet. So who else is on here? Hey, it says there's 6 people. Glenn is on here. Thanks so much for being here, Glenn. And thanks for being on here, Robert. I don't know who else is on here. Anybody have any other thoughts on Memorial Day? On how to stay positive in a negative world? Anything else you want to talk about? We can talk about woodworking or bushcraft or hiking or exploring or trucking or coffee or food or... By the way, my coffee this morning is Seattle's Best Post Alley Dark Roast. Very good. And I made it in my percolator. I started using I have a little automatic drip in here. I have like 10, 12 different ways to make coffee in my truck alone. And bush coffee is my favorite. Second would be percolator coffee. But I usually use my automatic drip in here. It's just a little 5-cup. But the percolator is fun to use, even in the truck. I use it on a little canister stove, and it tastes so much better because it keeps running through, and you get more of the coffee flavor. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Well, we're 30 minutes into this. Everybody's being kind of quiet. What do you say we go for a little walk? I went for a little walk just before the sun went down last night, And just to show you some of the trees and plants here are really cool, and the mountains around with the sun on them. And there's a trail going up to the top of this hill. I don't know if I want to walk up there or not. I guess I could. But you know me, I don't go anywhere without my pack. So, I mean, it's right there, but I think I'm going to put my pack on. Hold on one second. Let me get my day pack. Because I always like to be prepared. Prepared. Okay. I'm going to take a couple things out of here, make it a little lighter. I don't need everything. Let's grab a couple of things out of here. That. Okay. Let's get a little lighter here. Okay. Alright, hold on. Okay. It's easier to put my pack on in the truck. When I'm holding my phone. All right. Get situated here. Okay, did I lose everybody? Probably. All right. You know what? So I have this little mini tripod. That's what I use a lot of the time. See if I can put this on here without interrupting the live stream. Hold on. All right. Sorry. Looking at my big nose. Sorry about that. All right. Are you all still on here? All right. Okay, that's crooked. Why is that crooked? Good night. Sorry about that. Okay, I think we're good. Still kind of crooked. Anyway, so if anybody has any thoughts, questions, comments, we can talk back and forth. You can talk about, let's talk about anything, and how's the reception in the video? It's just really quiet. This is the quietest live stream. That's kind of partially why I haven't been doing them lately. I kind of got, used to have a lot of people be a part of it, and they haven't lately. And I know everybody's busy, but that's okay. All right, let's go for the walk. Little walk, little hike, little ramble. Or maybe it'll be a wamble, So yeah, I got my American flag do-rag on this morning. I'm getting kind of a collection of do-rags. I'm not really a do-rag kind of guy. Boy, I know that lighting's bad. We're going to turn in a minute here. The sun will be the other direction. I'm not really a do-rag kind of guy. I don't really have much of a do. I like my hair short. But I just started wearing do-rags for live streams for fun. Oh, the birds are singing out here. So yeah, came out of the Rocky Mountains and in the desert now. I'm always leery for critters in the desert, you know me. I'm afraid of everything. But there's picnic tables with covered areas. Boy, I could have made a coffee this morning out here. Those are pretty birds. So I think I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what I'm seeing instead of looking at my ugly face. But yeah, I'm always kind of leery of spiders, lizards, snakes,
scorpions, mostly spiders and lizards. All right, so can I do this? Can I turn the camera around without interrupting the live? I don't know if I can. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, everybody is still on here. Oh, Glenn's still on here. Robert's still on here. Spiders, Robert, don't be scaring me. So there's the sunshine over there coming up in the east. It's always a good place for it to come up. Yeah, nice rest area here. Got some unique trees and plants here. Lately I've been really getting into learning about different plants and trees, and I mean, I still don't know that much, but learning about them. And it's really neat to see the different ones in different states. I'm always learning. I really enjoy learning. I love to teach, but I really love to learn too. But yeah, there's some history here in where I'm at here. Here it talks about, dinosaur stuff, and but yeah, Arches National Park is nearby, Canyonlands, Moab, different things. Like I always say, if anybody wants to read any of this, you can just screenshot and read it, but I'm gonna keep moseying here. Yeah, it's really neat to see the different plants, and what I usually do is I'll take pictures of things. Wow, those are pretty. Look at those. And then I'll look them up later and see if I can figure out what they were. I use a few different apps for things learning. They're not 100%, but they work pretty good. PlantNet is a good one. It's totally free. You make sure you get the free version. I just found a mushroom one. I think it's shroom or mushroom something. Yeah, it kind of helps. They're not 100% accurate, but they kind of work. Yeah, there's some really pretty flowers in here. Look at these. And my wife and I just downloaded an app for birds. It's called Merlin, and it's really cool. Again, it's not 100%, but it's pretty accurate, and it listens to the birds, and then it tells you what kind of bird it is. It's really cool. We've been having fun with that. Look at these. What are these? Those are really pretty. Those are very cool plant, whatever that is. If anybody knows, this might be a yucca. I'm not sure. Yeah, those are, well, actually they might be coming out of that. Maybe that's part of, I don't know, is that some kind of onion or something? I don't know. Yeah, some cool trees and plants. I mean, and I don't know that this is like totally wild here. I don't know. It looks like maybe these are all planted in this rest area. It's a pretty nice rest area. But I think they might be planted as, native to the area. A lot of nice picnic tables and covered areas here. I'm watching for critters because, you know me, I haven't seen anything yet. I don't want to see anything. Some neat plants and trees. So I was going to go out here maybe. I don't know how daring I want to get. And actually, I might lose reception if I go away from the rest area too far. But look at this. So there's a trail that goes up there. Good night. I don't know if I want to go up there. But there's a shorter one over here. Maybe I'll go up there. Can y'all still hear me? Still got video here. That's kind of bright. Here, I'll go like this. Yeah, hey, look at me while I'm going. I'll watch for critters here. Okay, so where's the trail? Oh no, this is, oh gosh, there's a few different areas here. Yeah. Okay, I missed that trail going. Oh, this is pretty though. Yeah, y'all know me. I'm not really a desert hiker kind of guy. I like mountains and woods and farms. Gosh, there's a lot of hoof marks in the gravel here, but look at this. I'm gonna get it off of me and hello. There we go. Yeah, there's all kinds of hoof marks here. I don't know what's, but yeah, look at this. I don't know if I can zoom in or not. Oh yeah, I can a little bit. Whoa. You know, it's still mountains out here. More starting to get into like mesas and rock formations and different things. Just really pretty. Oh, it's really shaky when I zoom in too far. But okay, I'm gonna go back here. There's a trail going up to that. There's actually a picnic table and a covered area up there. So just me and my shadow. I know, I'm weird. I could walk over there too. I don't know if I want to venture that far, but not much for critters here. Lots of birds. That's what's nice, because sometimes when I'm in the desert, it's quiet and creepy. And yeah, look at all the hoof marks. Well, it could be dogs too. There's a lot of cars were here last night and this morning. But yeah, a lot of birds here. That's nice. Oh, there's some more pretty flowers. All kinds of different bushes. Oh, poop alert, poop alert, poop alert. Okay, it's a little hard to see. The sun's in my eyes, but there's a trail here. Oh gosh, this looks steep. Yeah, look at that primitive outhouse there. I think I gotta zoom out again. Whoa, there we go. Okay. You guys still with me? Okay. Oh, I know you can't tell, but this is really steep. But it might be worth it for the view. But yeah. So well, there's my truck over there. So that's looking south towards Arches. Oh, yeah, this is steep. I mean, it's flat. I mean, it's a flat steep, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everybody has a good Memorial Day. Enjoy. a day off or a day working. Time with family and friends. But just please remember what it's about. Alright. I'm almost to the top. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Alright. Good night. That's pretty cool. There's a little covered area there. Yeah. Look at this. Okay. Try to zoom in. I'm huffing and puffing. It's really hard to keep it steady when it's zoomed in. But look at mesas and reefs, mountains, rock formations. And then looking into the sun. And over there, looking east, the Rocky Mountains of Colorado right there. I'm only about 20 miles into Ohio. Or I'm not in Ohio at all. 20 miles into Utah. And then there's some pretty mountains over there. We're starting to look more south towards Arches and Canyonlands. Alright, I gotta zoom out. That's too hard to do it that way. Okay, yeah, there's my truck down there. Rest area. And that's, okay, so that's looking west. That's looking north. That's looking east. And that's south. Oh, there's a cross over here. Oh, okay, so there's a there's a cross over here, and then there's actually, that's kind of cool. Gosh, I could have came up here and made a coffee this morning. That would have been cool. Anyway, there's like a, I'm gonna call it here, walking along a ridge line here. Oh gosh, man, I don't want to fall down there. Whoa, I'm a little dizzy there. So I'm gonna go check out this cross. That's cool. Very cool. Looks fairly recent. Okay, there's something on it, and to read what it says, I need to go on the other side of the cross. All right. You tell me what it says. Can you see it? I don't know what it says there. Anyway, whoa. Okay, yeah. That's cool. There's like a ridge here. I don't want to go crazy and go too far, but gosh. Well, okay. A little farther here. But yeah, always be prepared. One thing I've really learned. Wow, yeah, this is really, there's about 2 feet here of path, and then a very steep fall on both sides. It's actually making me a little dizzy. But always be prepared. Have some kind of pack on you, always, with the essentials. Water, snacks, food, first aid, fire kit, all that stuff. Yeah, look, you can walk down there further. Look at this. Not, desert rest areas don't always have much to see or do, but this one's pretty cool. Wow. Gorgeous morning. It's about 55 this morning. Okay, I'm not real comfortable being on this ridge. If it all just started to slide, I wouldn't want to be up here if a earthquake happened. I don't know if there's earthquakes in Utah, but oh, good night. Yeah, it was my walk for this morning, that's for sure. So, oh, there's somebody else up here. So I really try to get a walk every morning, every night, evening, and a hike is best, but even just a walk, or a ramble, or a wamble. All right, head back down. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right, is this... no. That's a trail, but that looks steeper. I think. There is that. I don't know. Is that the way down? That looks steeper than I came up. I must have came up that way. Why does it look different? I gotta go back that way, but it looks steeper. Oh, goodness. All right. Okay. It's got to be the same way, isn't it? Just looks a lot steeper. I don't remember that edge. Oh, good night. So, all right. So, I can't tell you how steep this is. Yes, this is where a trekking pole or hiking stick is nice going down. Because, yeah, sometimes going up is easier than going down. This looks a lot steeper going down. See if I can do this without falling. It's gravel. I don't want to start slipping. I mean, it's not that far down, but jeez. I could do the thing. I'm sure we've all done it, where you're kind of going down a hill and it's easier to just run and just, get it over with. But sometimes we fall doing that too. All right, I can maybe do that the rest of the way here. Okay. All right. Good night. Run fast you can. Can't catch me. I'm a gingerbread house. I know that's not how it goes. But I'm not normal, y'all. We all know that. Okay. I made it. I survived. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing that, but I'm glad I did. That was pretty cool. I'm going to head back over to the truck. Y'all still with me there? Again, I know a lot of people, more people watch the replay than who watch the live stream. I'd like to start doing live stream every Saturday again. I don't get many people watching. But again, just like my videos, even if just one person is blessed and enjoys it, whether you learn something or you're just entertained. All right, if I can even help you smile, help you laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. I was going to mention that too, talk about that a little bit. Laughter is good medicine. I love to laugh. I was watching a couple of videos yesterday, some people that I like to watch, and it made me laugh. And I'll watch my own videos and laugh at myself. Oh, laughter is so good. Okay, I'm gonna get back in the truck here. Yeah, that was exercise for this morning, definitely. How's my reefer doing here? Still at 26 degrees. Okay. Alright, let's get back in here. Oh goodness. Okay. Alright. Hold on a second here. Alright. Get my pack off here. Alright, now can I get the phone off of this tripod without interrupting the live stream? Okay. That works pretty good. It's like $5 at Walmart. Okay. Whew. That was fun. Actually, get some more coffee, but I need some water. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry, I blew my nose. Oh, good night. No. Don't see that every day. I know. I've shown you before and you don't like it. I'll try to do it off camera. Alright. Anybody still with me here? That was a nice little jaunt. Oh, Glenn, you're still with me. Alright. Robert, you still with me? 2 other people are on here too. I don't know who you are. So I know people are on here sometimes who are, if you're not registered with YouTube, then I can't see you, which is fine, but I hope you're enjoying this. Oh, we're just about an hour. I think we're gonna call it an hour. I need to get trucking today. I got about 9-10 hours today. Try to at least get to Tehachapi, California. I got some trucking to do today. You know, when the dew comes off, it's getting to the end of the video, the end of the live stream. So my final quote, I like to start with a scripture and end with a final quote, is by Marty of Marty's Ramblings. Live life fully. It's just my thing. I know. In the middle of all the chaos and hard things of life, do your best. Seek God. Focus on the good. Help others. Make a difference in the world. Do what you can. Have hobbies. Cherish time with family and friends. Try to eat healthy and be active, and just in the middle of all the chaos. Don't wait for things to get better. Don't wait for things to get easier. But do what you can in your circle of influence, in your life. Do what you can and live life fully. So, yeah. I'm going to say goodbye for now. And, yeah. Robert, thanks for being on here. Glenn, thanks for being here. Anyone else who is on here who I don't know who you are, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, anyone watch my silly videos, I hope you're blessed. And, yeah, we'll see you on the next one. And, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me here on this live stream. This has been fun. Thank you to Robert and everyone. And
thank you too for everybody who watched the replay, because a lot of people watch the replay. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, glad I went for the little ramble. That was a nice way to end. Uh, so, thanks, Robert. We'll talk to you later. Hope everybody has a wonderful day and a safe Memorial Day. And again, remember the reason for it, and honor and respect those who have died and those who serve. And yeah, anyway, cherish every moment of life, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, where's the off button again? I haven't done this in a while. I'm out of practice.